Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. In this video, we're going to see rune casting. That is, we're going to take a look at one question and see what answer the runes give us for that one specific question. The 3 scrolls that you see here all contain one question. So we're going to have one on the 9th, one on the 18th, and one on the 27th, 3 every month. All the videos are collected in the playlist. You can take a look and select the question that interests you. If it's not there, if it hasn't been done yet, you can always write it down in the comments and I'll include it in one of the scrolls. Ready? Okay, we'll take out the 3 scrolls first and see which one of them lands in the middle, mix them up, and that'll be the first question. The other 2 will be put aside and used in the next videos. Okay, mix them up. Let's see the middle one. So these 2, we're going to put these 2 away and see what is there the next time around. Question. Ooh, how do I detach from someone? Okay, looks like there was a breakup or a possible wanting a breakup. Okay, let's see if I can keep this here so that you can see it for the entire video. How do I detach from them? Or maybe you did break up, but you're having problems detaching. Okay, and basically we have to get that emotional tie, get rid of it. Which is not easy at all. Okay, oh, you guys are all in there? Great. Let's shake them up a bit. Someone wants to get away. Okay, let's shake them up a bit and see which ones are going to give us the answer. How do I detach from someone? Yeah, you want to claim your independence at this point, right? You have to go back to yourself. Let's see. There's an emotional intensity in something like this. Okay, let's see. Getting them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. 8, 9. Okay, we'll put this aside. Okay, these 2 slipped out. Okay. Oh, again, another one. Wow, generous. Okay, we've got our 9 runes. Okay, the one that was there, I was already looking at it. I just peeked Rado. Was talking about a journey. That is, move away from them, move forward, go on. Okay, so even if we didn't keep it, I can still tell you it was them telling us to go on in life. So the question is, yeah, but how do I do that? How do I detach from someone? How do I go on? And it was like, take a trip. Definitely take a trip. Okay, here we go with our answers. Let's start with the center one, this one, which this is joy. Okay, this is basically telling me about the moment of spiritual enlightenment. Okay, to win, to find peace in something. Okay, and it talks about a moment when you finally find that joy, that happiness, when everything aligns basically. And your whole world is different. So basically, once you do break up, have a breakup, okay, your world is going to change. What the thing is here is, for example, how do I detach from them? How do I find my joy? I'm picking up Rado before because it did come out for a reason. Taking a trip. When you take a trip and you go somewhere, you finally go somewhere that you've always dreamed of and you find that joy, okay, that happiness, saying, wow, finally, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to help you to find that peace. Okay, you have to basically detach from someone by prioritizing yourself. Take that trip that you've always wanted. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's by yourself. In fact, you have to spend time with yourself because you have to shift your attention, no longer on the other person, but bring it back to you. Okay, and this is the first one. Then we have Berkana, which is basically birch, like a tree or a new beginning, because in fact you're starting a healing process, you're starting rebirth, you're starting something new, a life without that person. Okay, something, it's talking about change, the change that is coming and that needs to be done. Okay, renewal, personal growth, just getting rid of everything and liberating yourself. It's also important to process all the emotions, okay? Move forward. Again, I'm picking up this attention inward. Shift your attention, okay? For example, if you've had more attention on relationships, you should actually change and start something new. That is, stop looking at the relationships as you did in the past. Start seeing them under a new light, in a new manner, okay? Because it's sort of like the dawn. You should be seeing some things differently, thinking about yourself first, okay, and your renewal, because you're starting new again. So it's like saying, this is the start of my new life, my new start. And give your attention to yourself. Well, these two landed on top of each other. Okay. Then we have another very interesting rune. Okay. Jera, as I was saying, is the harvest, the earth. Okay. It talks to me about a cycle, and as we were saying here, this is the new beginning. That cycle has ended because this cycle has to start. The thing is, this cycle is telling me about a slower cycle, okay? But it's going to bring in that reward that you needed, that peace that you were looking for, okay? And this represents the time when you can actually finally enjoy something, okay? And most of all, it's a reminder that cycles are natural, cycles are normal. So if something did start, it probably could end. Some cycles, some relationships end after a very long time, okay? In fact, if you remember, when people get married, they say, till death do us part, because death, the end of life, is the end of that relationship, unfortunately. Okay, but there's always an ending. So we have to always keep it in mind that it's a cycle or process. It's a cycle of all things, and they do end. Okay, some of you may need to seek support. For example, it could involve also that. It doesn't matter. What counts is that you're able to understand, either by yourself or with counseling, that everything must end. And once it does end, we have to think about ourselves. We have to start a new life, a new path, have the strength to give our life birth again. Okay. Last stone, the sun. In fact, the sun comes up after all of this, after we've learned how to detach, put our energy into ourselves. Then what happens? Just like the birth, the sun comes up, okay? Because it means that you have actually gone through some dark night. You've been struggling. And this one, this rune, the sun rune, Suelo, this one represents the warmth that comes up, all that warm healing energy, so that you can move forward, because you are meant to do so. You are meant to start over, continue along your path. Even if your path with someone ends, because it will end at a certain point for whatever reason, the fact is that yours continue. If you're here and you're saying, now how do I detach? Okay, this could be a breakup. This could also be a loss. Okay, but the fact is, in either case, however we lose someone, we can't remain attached to them, because that would be wrong for us. We all have our own personal journey to go forward. So whatever happened, we can say thank you, but we need to go on and we need to start again. So the sun will come up. It comes up every morning to give us a new day. In this case, it's a new life, but little by little we get a new day every single day. Okay, and it gives us, therefore, the power to awaken to a new life. Okay, because we're meant to continue along our path, even without that person, sadly. Or maybe it was a breakup, and so you finally find that you are very emotionally attached and you find yourself a little bit lost. Whatever the case, we have to find the strength to focus inward, prioritize our well-being, find that strength to start anew, say, okay, thank you for what it was, and continue. Okay. The most important part is that we have to build ourself up again. So, well, this was an emotional one. Okay. There's always a way to detach. But like we had said, if you need support, you need a friend, turn to them because they will be helping you. They are there in your life. Okay. Wow. I'm sending a really big hug to you guys. Hope you're able to do it. Hope you're able to detach and continue. And remember, the sun will come up tomorrow morning and it will give you a brand new beginning. Okay, guys? Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, and for subscribing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. From Angel.